What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So this is my second channel. My first channel is Eclectic Collector on YouTube. I've been talking about manga for about 5 years, just over 5 years. And recently, through a coworker of mine, I have started getting into Pokemon. And I first got into Pokemon Go because of this coworker. If he wants to out himself, he's more than welcome to, but I'm not going to out him if he doesn't want to be outed in the comments. But I got into Pokemon when I was like 6 years old I mean, not six, maybe a little bit older than that. In the 90s, I was like maybe 9, 10, whatever. But I got into the initial run of Pokemon in the 90s, and I have all my old Pokemon cards. I got a binder on the way to put my old cards into. Once I get that going, like I'll show you all, I'll do a quick video and show you all my old Pokemon cards from back in the day. But this coworker got me into Pokemon Go, and at just like as I was getting into Pokemon Go, there was a day that, for whatever reason, I just decided to pick up a booster pack because it felt right. And after I opened it, I had that feeling, from back when I was a kid. I had that feeling again of opening booster packs and back in the day. And I started talking to him, and we started going back and forth. And once I get good, once I pick up packs and whatnot and essentially build a set, we're gonna play. And if he's into it, I'd like to record maybe us kind of going back and forth or whatever. But I picked this up at GameStop today, and I actually also pre-ordered the 30th anniversary set, so when I get that, I'll open that too. But I kind of wanted to go through this and open it here on camera for you all. This is for the newer generation of this, newer iterations or whatever of Pokemon. It's been so long for me since I got into this stuff that I'm essentially brand new to this era of Pokemon. And if you have experience with this and you want to point me in the right direction, tell me what videos to watch or whatever to get a better feel of this new generation, I would 100% appreciate it. I have been watching a few videos trying to get myself ready for it. I'm not doing this to scalp anything. I'm not trying to scalp any cards. I'm not going to turn around and flip these cards. These are cards that I wanted to buy because I actually want to get into it and I want to have fun with it. And I think it'd be cool to make these videos on my second channel, because I've had a second channel for a while that I would just dump random gameplay videos on. But now I actually want to turn it into an actual channel. So yeah, let's open this thing. I've wasted enough time. I'm sorry that I talked for almost 4 minutes. But yeah, let's open this box. The Pokemon TCG Mega Evolution Chaos Rising Elite Trainer box includes 9 Pokemon TCG Mega Evolution Chaos Rising booster packs, 1 full art foil poster promo card including Fennekin, 65 card sleeves, 40 Pokemon TCG energy cards, a player's guide to the Mega Evolution Chaos Rising expansion, 6 damage counter dice, 1 completion, 1 competition legal flip die, a one plastic coin, a collector's box to hold everything with 6 dividers to keep it organized, a code for Pokemon trading card game live. So now we will open this box and see what we have inside. I had the Blastoise edition of the Pokemon game of what was it, the Game Boy Pokemon game back in the day. Well, I have all those old cards, and like I said, I'd really like to share those with you all if you'd be interested in seeing that. So let's see what we have. All right, so I'm assuming these are the sleeves right there. Those are the sleeves that you can put your cards into, and then we have, I think these are going to be like the energy cards right there. I'll open these, and then I'll open the boosters. And then we got a bunch of, got some dice. We got a little, I want to call it a Pog, because that's what they were when I was growing up. They were Pogs. It's pretty cool. Got the dice. And then we got a bunch of boosters. Let's put those down there. Got a bunch of booster packs. I'm going to open them all right here for you all. And so these are, I guess, some holo cards. Alright, so we have 6 dividers here for the cards. I guess you want to, if you want to keep certain Pokemon in certain areas. Those look pretty nice holo. I'm still getting used to what those little symbols at the bottom mean. I was watching a video on how these are ranked, but I'm still like super duper new to it, so I'm not going to pretend like I know much of anything. So yeah, these are the sleeves. I don't think I need to... I mean, I guess I could, why not? These are the sleeves. Supposed to be 60, I think, sleeves. Right there. Yeah, there's a bunch of sleeves, and then you can just stick your cards into the sleeves. I'll go ahead and just stick this one into this sleeve. Yesterday was the 4th of July, so people are going crazy with the fireworks still. Wait, I sleeve this one. I'll probably just sleeve my holos, or if there's cards that I like, maybe I'll sleeve those, and I'll put these into my deck. All the holos, I guess, will go into my deck for now, and then as I like different cards, I'll stick those in the deck. Should I just go ahead and open this too? And I'll leave it back in there. I just kind of want to... That's cool. I'll just go ahead and I'll stick them back in here after, you know, just so I don't lose sight of them. The dice, well, it's a die right there. EX. You can see that. It says EX. And then just different dice. Just different dice for the game. I'll just stick these back in here. Alright, I think these are going to be like just like energy cards and whatnot. But we'll go ahead and open them. Give you some Pokemon ASMR. Alright, so let's start opening these packs. And so, we'll go through each pack individually. These are all sealed. I probably shouldn't be using a knife to open these. Let's see what we got. I think we got right off the bat more energy cards. Let's see which side he's open from. Oh, looks like open from that side. What is this? Nope. Put that over there. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a Ram-O Raid. That's the first one. And then after that, we have a Sliggoo. Right there. And then we have a Emolga. I'm not going to read the stats for every one of these because it's going to take too long. And this video is probably already going to be kind of long. And we have this Pokemon right there, which is a Quillfish. That's cool. It looks like a pufferfish. Alright, I'm sorry, I should be pointing these at the camera first so you guys can see them before I do. We have a Garbodor. Call it Gabagool. We got a Gabagool. Gabagool Pokemon. Alright, and then we have this Pokemon right here. This is a Deosice? Well, it's a psychic Pokemon. Well, it is a psychic Pokemon. Alright. And then we have a special card. Special red card. Nice. So, yep, we have a special red card. I'll show you the other pack, too, that I'd opened previously, just to kind of, like, show you everything that I have so far. I want to start, you know, kind of, like, opening everything on camera. Whenever I get cards or whatever, I'll open them all on camera, just to kind of give you all an idea of what I have in the deck. So we got our first holo. This is a Crobat. This is pretty cool. This is a nice card. This is stage 2. So this is, I guess, the 3rd evolution. Stage 2, I think, is supposed to be the 3rd evolution. Stage 1 is the 2nd evolution. If I'm incorrect, please let me know. Don't want to flip them by accident, but this one's going into a sleeve. Right on camera. These are being sleeved right before your eyes. Right there. It is now sleeved. I will be sleeving all of my holos that I find in these boosters. Sorry, I should have pointed these at the camera. So I got another energy card, and then we have another holo. This is Ampharos. And this is another stage 2 Pokemon. This is a 1-star. Well, that's pretty cool. It's really nice. I like that a lot. So we'll stick this one into a sleeve right before your eyes. I'll stick this into a sleeve. If this is going on for too long, I'm sorry. If you guys are used to like 10-minute videos or whatever, this is definitely not going to be the channel where I do 10-minute videos. This is probably going to be like an hour long. Alright, so we got another Chaos Rising deck right here. We'll go through this one, and then we'll see what we have. We'll see what the rip is. Alright, so we got another live card there. Alright, so let's see what we have. I'll give you all first view of the cards right there. This is another... Did I already have a Wimpod? Or no? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so we got our first Wimpod. Is that a holo? Did I miss a holo? Yeah, I think I did. I missed a holo. I am blind as a bat, dude. I am so blind. That is a holo. Wow, I missed a holo. This Crobat. Wow, I am blind as a bat. I didn't even realize this was a holo. Wow. I'm sure you guys are like screaming at me. What are you doing? Oh man, I totally missed that one. That's awesome. We'll have to sleeve this guy right here. I'll have to get more sleeves. I'm definitely gonna have to get more sleeves. But yeah, there we go. He is going into the pile. So yeah, this is a Wimpod. Right there, Wimpod. Alright, let's go to the next card. Maybe I'll start separating them based on... I'll start separating them based on what they are. If they're grass type, water type. This is a Chespin. I'll start doing that. Once I open more of these, maybe I'll start separating them based on if they're water or whatever. And we got another one right here. This is a Pat Rat. And so it's level 70 Pokemon. And so now we have another one here. This is a Trubbish. Never heard of it. And then we have, looks like a trainer card. Yep, we have a supporter card. Here's a trainer card. Should I sleeve the trainer cards? Let me know in the comments if I should sleeve the trainer cards. For now, I'm just going to stick it in here. I'm not going to sleeve it just yet. Let me know in the comments if I should separate trainer cards from the other special cards. Alright, and then we'll keep this going. And then we have a tree one. Pseudo Woodo. That's a tongue twister. Alright. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any holos like I did before. Then we got this Pokemon. What is this? This is a Delibird. It's an interesting looking water-based Pokemon. Oh, so we got a holo. What do we have? We got a Trevenant. That is really cool. It's a level, it's an HP 110. This is a stage 1, so I guess this is the evolution of another Pokemon. And so that's pretty rad. Give you all another look of that Pokemon card. That's pretty sick. Oh, shouldn't be looking at them until you guys see him. Got another holo. I got another holo right there. That is a Xerneas. I did actually want to get one of these. I don't think it was this specific one. This is a basic. This is not the one that I was hoping to get, but I'm not complaining. I'm pretty happy with that pull. Looks like we might have another holo. Oh, crow. Oh, nice, dude. We got extremely lucky. We got 3 holos in one deck. That's awesome. And then we got a water. Yep, we got a water, basic water. So that is awesome, dude. 3 in one deck. That is sick. So far, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not flipping any of these. Like, I don't buy to flip. That's not who I am. I have been a collector for maybe 10 years. I've collected a lot of things. I've collected vinyl, like records music that you listen to, records. I've collected manga for a long time. As you can see, I have a ton of manga. This is a passion of mine. This isn't something I'm doing for clout or whatever. Like, I just like these things. I enjoy these things. Like, I want to get into this. I was supposed to get into D&D with a friend of mine before I moved up here, but it just never happened. A guy that watches this channel, we were supposed to do D&D together, but it just kind of like didn't happen, which kind of sucks, dude. I didn't want it to happen. So I'll just stick these in my deck for now. I'm going to stick this water in my deck as well. I don't have enough nails for this. I don't have enough nails for this. I don't want to like mess up my cards either. There we go. Alright, I'll open them towards you. Let's see. Alright, I'll take this out. Take that out. Put that over there. Alright, so let's see what we have. We have a Zubat. I used to like Zubat, I think, when I was a kid growing up. I'm pretty sure I have Zubat cards of the old cards. And then we have Octillery. That's a pretty sick name, dude. Octillery. That is a rad name. And then we have... I might move some of these cards because they're getting kind of... The pile is getting kind of high. I'll start separating them based on, you know, what they are. Beldum. That's cool. Kind of looks like a security camera. Beldum. Basic Pokemon. And then we have a Fennekin. Cool, man. I have a holo of Fennekin. It's one of the first cards I pulled in the beginning of this video. And then we have... Alright, and then next up we have a Ferrothorn. This is a level 2 Pokemon. Or stage 1, I guess. I just say level 2 because it's the second evolution. Or the first evolution, sorry. This is the evolution after the basic Pokemon. So that's cool. This is stage 1. Oh, this is cool. I'd seen this when I was looking up the cards, so that's cool. I got one of them. So this is cool. I'd seen this dude. I think he's got a holo or multiple holos. And then we have... I'm going to put this over here because this is going in my deck. And then we have a Dio6? Is that how you pronounce that? Dio6? Please let me know how it's pronounced in the comments. If I'm messing these names up, here you go. We got a holo. We got a holo right here. This is awesome, dude. Like a nice gold holo. That's really cool. Claydol. That is awesome, dude. Yeah, man, that's rad. Claydol. Alright, so this is getting a sleeve. And then we have... Looks like... Is it a trainer card? Oh, Stadium. Yeah, it's a trainer card. Okay, so this is, I guess, where you would battle. Oh, that's a holo, too. Nice. Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's a holo. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it well on camera, but that is a holo card. Alright, so this is going down here. Oh, snap, dude. We got our first Mega Evolved Pokemon card. That is awesome, dude. This is a Stage 2 Mega Evolved Mega Galactic. That is awesome, dude. We got our first Mega Evolved Pokemon. That is so rad. That is so sick, dude. Oh, man, that definitely made my day. That's awesome. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got an energy. That is awesome, dude. Oh, man, that's awesome, dude. I'm pretty happy with this. We got 3 holos. We got another 3 holos in the same deck. That is sick. In the same pull. That's so rad, dude. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this. Hell yeah, that is awesome. That is so sick, dude. And then I'm happy with this too. I got a trainer. I got a trainer card. So I'm really happy with that. That is awesome. Let's sleeve these. I'm thinking I'm going to sleeve these. Might start sleeving these too. But let me know in the comments if I should sleeve them or not. If you guys say sleeve them, I'll sleeve them. If you say don't sleeve them, I won't sleeve them. But maybe I should, you know, just to protect them. But there we go. First one sleeved. The Claydol has been sleeved. Angie Floette has been sleeved. This is a stadium. I guess this is where you can fight. You can put this card into play only if you discard a Prism Tower in play, and you can put this card into your play during the same turn you play Prism Tower. Each Mega Floret X in play, both yours and your opponent's, gets 150 HP. That is sick, dude. So that has now also been sleeved. Sweet. I'm really happy with this Mega Evolve. That is so rad, dude. That is sick. I'm really happy with that. That is an awesome pull. I'm not complaining, dude. That is so rad. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to protect these cards by any means necessary. This is stage 2. I don't know if I mentioned that before. This is a pretty powerful one. 350. I mean, to me, it's powerful. I don't know. Maybe you guys are like, yeah, that's basic. But that is so sick, dude. That was it. That's 3 down. We still got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more decks to go. I think I'm going to stick these somewhere as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. Might stick these in there as well. So there we got another one right here. All right. So next up, let's throw that down there. All right. So next up, we got this Pokemon right here. This is an Emolga. Never heard of it. That is really cool. I guess this is like one of the newer Pokemon that's come out. And then after that, we have right here. Is that Pokemon? Yes, it is. Metang. This is a stage 1 Pokemon, so this is the second evolution after the basic Pokemon. And then after that, we have another Pokemon. What the hell just happened? Next up, we have a Bergmite, I think it's called. Yeah, Bergmite. And then after this Bergmite, we have a Litleo, or Litleo, sorry. This is a Litleo. And then we got another Pokemon right here. Dio6, I think these are called. Dio6, I think this is my second one of these that I pulled. And then we have, I think this is a trainer card, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is a trainer card, Prism Tower. And we got another one right here. This is an Avalugg. This is the stage 1. So this is the second evolution, or first evolution of a basic Pokemon right there. That's a cool looking one. Then we got a holo. We got a first holo of the deck. This is a nice card right here. I like this a lot. This is an Emolga. I don't think I had this one already, did I? Emolga. This is a basic card, but that's a really nice one. So I'm gonna stick this over here. So I'm gonna keep these separated until the end. Is this a holo? I think this is. That's awesome, dude. Got another one. What is this? This is a Litleo. I think I had one of these. I don't think I have this holo, but I do have a Litleo. That's awesome. So we'll put that down here. Oof, that's sick, dude. I'm getting lucky with these. I think do all of them come with 3? Because I don't think they all come with 3, do they? This is the third total. This is the second evolution, sorry. So this is the third evolution. Or second evolution. I keep saying third, sorry. This is the second evolution. So that is awesome. So there's the first evolution, which is the Pokemon there, and then this is the second and I guess third total stage of the Pokemon, because there's the basic, whatever the Pokemon was hatched as, and then what it becomes, and then what it becomes at the ultimate stage. Unless there's like a mega evolution, I guess. And there we go. We got an energy card. So that's awesome, dude. Ferris. That's really sick, dude. I like these a lot, man. I'm really happy with my pulls so far. I'm just like brand new to this, so I'm just excited to I'm just excited to do this, dude. I'm excited to be here. I love, collecting things, and this is a huge passion of mine. It's just collecting stuff. I've been a collector since I was a kid. I've always enjoyed just picking things up. So these are all now sleeved. Right there, those are all sleeved. That is sick. Those are really cool. I'm happy with those. I'm opening these like this is a whatnot. Let's open it from the back so that I don't see what the cards are. Let's stick this over here. Those live ones, stick those over there. Alright, so let's see what we have. Open them towards you. We have a Froakie? Never heard of it. And then we have a Pharaoh Seed. So that's cool. And then we have, I'm getting a little too close. And then we have a Watchog. This is, I guess, a first evolution, stage 1. And then after that, we have a Phanpy. That's cool. That might be an older Pokemon. Looks kind of familiar, but maybe I'm wrong. Looks like we have, what is that, a trainer card? Pokemon tool, yeah, trainer card. Alright. Adversity policy. Alright, there we go. Take a look at that. I definitely pulled this one before. Wudo. We got another trainer card. Don't think I pulled this one yet. This is Philip. This is a trainer card. So this is attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Sounds good. Stick that down there. Actually, I'll stick it on top of that, since these are the same kind of card. Looks like we have a holo card. Nice. I do remember seeing this card. I do remember seeing this. That's cool. This is Roxy's Performance. Did I pull this previously? Had I pulled this already, or am I just thinking about this because I saw it in the book? Oh, we got another holo. Hell yeah, dude. Another trainer card. What is this? Ah, nice. AZ's Tranquility. And then we got another one. That's sick. Let's see what we have here. This is a Calm Valley. What is it? Combalion. This is a Combalion X. So we got a Mega Evolved Pokemon. That's sick, dude. These are Mega Evolved, right? Or am I just talking trash? I'm talking like stuff that I don't know anything about. But that is sick, dude. But that's a basic, so it's not really an evolution. But that is pretty rad. These are like the more, I guess, special cards. Right here. I'm gonna keep these separate from the other ones. Alright, and then we got an energy. Cool. So that's cool. So we got 2 trainer holos right here. And then we have an EX right here. Are these Mega Evolutions? Please let me know in the comments, because I do not know. I was assuming that they were Mega Evolutions, but I might not know Nathan. I don't know nothing. These are EX cards. So I'm really happy with my pulls. I got 3 cool holos again. So I'm going to stick these in here. So those are good to go. And then I'll stick this in there. This will go in with my Mega Evolve. That's cool. And so those are all going in the box. Alright, we're down to the last 4. Let's see what we get in these. Hopefully we get something good. So far I've been happy with all of my pulls. I forgot to put these away. I'll just leave them out for now, and then I'll put them away when I put these other ones away. He's barking up a storm, my neighbor's dog. And this thing right here. Let's go over there. Those are all just live cards, in case you're wondering like what I'm throwing over there. Those are all live cards. Alright, see what we got. We got a Kakuna. Yep, Kakuna. Those are cool. I'm gonna stick that there. I've had a bunch of Kakunas from when I was a kid. And then we have a Phanpy. We got another Phanpy. I had a Phanpy already pulled. And then we have a Fluffy. This is a stage 1 evolution. And then we have a Vulpix. That's cool. Got a nice little Vulpix card. And then we have a... And then we have what is this? This gun tank? Oh, that's cool. Evolves from like a skunk type Pokemon. That's cool. I like that. That's nice. And then we have, what is this? Meow stick? That's cute. And this evolves from another Pokemon. Esper. It evolves from an Esper. That's cute. Alright, see what else we have. So we got a trainer card right there. Emma, trainer card. That is cool. Sweet. Yeah, so we got an Emma trainer card. Stick that down here. And we got our first holo card. I'm not really certain what that is. That is a Mega Gross. Evolves from Metang. I feel like I have a Metang card. This is the second evolution, sorry. It's the second evolution of the basic Pokemon. That is sick. Nice little holo card. Oh, we got another holo card. Is that same Pokemon? Oh, nice. So we got a Metang. So we got two evolutions of the same Pokemon in this deck. That is awesome. And then we got a holo. Got a holo right there. And then we got an energy card at the back. So let's see what this is. Oh, we got a Trevenant. I think I had a Trevenant, right? But it wasn't a holo. I think it was just like a basic. I think it was just a basic Trevenant. I don't think it was a holo card though. Well, that's sick. Or maybe it was. So yeah, here we have the stage 1 evolution and then the stage 2 evolution. That is awesome, dude. 2 evolutions in the same deck. That would be sick if they also had like the basic card. The Beldum. I do have one in a different, I think in a different poll. I don't think it was in this poll, but I do have a Beldum. Yeah, it wasn't in any of these. No, it wasn't in any of these. But I do have one. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't in any of these. It wasn't a previous poll. I had one. So that's cool. We got the whole family. We got every evolution in the same deck. That was cool. Might have to buy another one of these Chaos Rising decks. That's too much money, dude. I'm not doing that. I'm tempted to, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I can't spend that kind of money every time. And then I also got like the 30th anniversary set that I'm really excited to open for you guys too. Alright, so I'll just get like basic boosters in the meantime or whatever until that 30th anniversary one drops. That'll be sick. Alright, so those are all of these that I got. And then I got a trainer card too. So I'm gonna stick that trainer card in there, and then I got an energy card, and then these were like some of the old Pokemon cards too, from my last pull, and then this pull as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick these in the box. Down to the last 3. Let's see what we got. We'll go with this one right here. Now open it up, and let's see what we have. All right, perfect. Alright, stick that over there. Alright, let's see what we have. Right off the bat, what do we have? Let me get rid of that. Right off the bat, we have a Watchog. I think this is the second one that I get of the Watchogs. And then we have, I think I got this one already too, Octillery. Yep, I'm pretty sure I have one of those. So that's sick. Stick that there. And then we have a Zubat? Yep, we got another Zubat. Alright, and then we have a Beldum. That's cool. Pulled the 2 evolutions of this in the last deck, so that's cool. And this is the second one I find in my cards. We got another Emma. I think this is the second Emma I have. I think I didn't get a holo Emma, right? I don't think I did. It was just I think a basic Emma. And then we have this card here. This is a DO6. So that's the second one I have of that card. Or third, I think. I think that's the third one I score of the DO6. Let's put that over there. And then we have... Did I have this one already? Or I think I did. Yeah, I did. This gun tank. Yeah, this is the second one of these I think that I get in these decks. So that's cool. And then we have a holo card. I'm not sure what that is. This is a Pump Kaboo. Pump Kaboo. Never heard of it. That's cool though. Looks like a Halloween Pokemon. Alright, and then behind that we have a Taurus. Tauros. That's cool. Right there. And then after that, we have a. Is that a Mega Evolution? And then we have a energy card. That's an EX. Combalion. Did I have a Combalion EX Pokemon card? I think this might be my second one. Did I have one of these? Yes, I did. Yep. Yep, right here. I have two. Cool. So I could trade one of these, I guess, to somebody. Because I think you can't use the same exact card in a battle. You can use similar cards of the same Pokemon, but you can't use the same card. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I think that's the case. You can use the same Pokemon in different styles, but you can't use the same exact card more than once. All right, I think that's a rule because I've been trying to learn the rules of this as I go. Sweet. So now I have two of these. Maybe I'll trade one or something to one of my buddies. I'll trade one and keep the other one. So I guess I don't really need two of them. Stick that in the box. And then I will open these and put these in here. So that's now sleeved. Protection. All right. And then I'll stick this Tauros in the sleeve as well for protection. Beautiful. So these are all protected. And these will go into my box. All right. We are down to the last two of this extremely long video. I forgot to put the energy card away. All right, so let's open these up. Open up the second to last one. Let's see what we have. All right, stick that over there. All right, right off the bat, we got, I think I have this card. Yep. Pump Kaboo. Pump Kaboo, yeah, this is the Halloween Pokemon I was talking about before. So we got that, and then we will see what we have here. I think I've pulled this already. Definitely pulled this already. Pharaoh Seed, I've pulled that one before. So I'll stick that right here. We got a Carnivine. Carnivine kind of reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors. And then we'll flip it. And then we have like a sheep looking Pokemon. Mareep. Got a Mareep. And then after that, oops, I keep looking at the cards. I have one of these. This is a special red card. I have one already. So let's see what else we have. And then we have a Claydol. This is... How many do I have of these now? This is probably like my fourth Claydol, maybe, that I've ripped. I'll have to take a count. Ooh, keep looking at the cards. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? That is a Gallisopod. Gallisopod. Never heard of it. All right. Is that a holo card? Yes, it is. We got our first holo card of this deck. Of this booster, sorry. Our first holo card of this booster. This is Felipe. I think I have him, but not as a holo. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I have him, but it's not a holo card. It's just him. So let's see what we have here. We have a DO6. I'm not sure if I had a holo DO6 before, but I know I've pulled this card a few times. So we'll stick that down here. And then we have a Crobat evolves from a Golbat. So this is the third or second evolution. Yeah, this is the second evolution. That's pretty sick. And then I'm assuming the last thing's gonna be an energy card. Yep. Perfect. So, pretty good. We got 3 holos. Got Supporter. We got a Pokemon, DO6. And then we have a Crobat. So, I'm happy with those. Those are cool. These will get sleeved. They get sleeved. Alright, we did it. Made it to the end. This is the last booster. Let's see what we have. I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to get. If I get a Beedrill, I'll be pretty happy. Hopefully I do. That's okay. I think that's what I'm kind of looking forward to, is trying to get a Beedrill. If I get one, I would be extremely happy. But I mean, I'm cool with whatever I get. You know, I'm not going to be too picky. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we have. The anticipation. Hopefully by the next video I'm more well versed in this new era of Pokemon. Alright, so right off the bat, we got this Halloween type Pokemon, Pump Kaboo. We got another one of those. Now we got, what is that, a Zubat? Yep, we got a Zubat. And then we have a Weedle. I remember the old Weedles from back in the day. And then we have a Bryson. This is a stage 1 evolution. And then we have a DO6. This is a different kind of DO6. Yeah, this is a different kind of that Pokemon. And then we have a special red card. So I think this is like my 3rd special red card now. And then we have a Avalugg stage 1. So this is, yeah, I think this is the second one of these that I get. I'm gonna put that up there. And then we have a holo Golisopod. Do I have one of these? I feel like I might have one of these. This is a first evolution. What else do we have? Right there. We got a Weedle. Yep, we got a Weedle. We got a gold. Or not gold, sorry. We got a special Weedle. A holo Weedle. And then we have another red card, but this is a holo red card. And then we got an energy card. That's it. So, yeah, those are my pulls. And that's cool. So we got a special red card. Nice. So we got, these are the last 3 pulls. All 3 holos right here. So, I mean, overall, can't say I'm too disappointed. I'm pretty happy with, you know, what I got, given that I'm pretty new to this, so I don't have any real attachments to certain Pokemon that maybe certain people would be expecting to score or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with my overall pulls. And so here are all of the holo pulls that I had in this whole set. I'm definitely really happy with just my overall finds. I think these are really cool. The Chaos Rising set so far has been pretty rad. I mean, I don't know that I'll get another like big Chaos Rising box like this one. But I mean, if I find these out in the wild, like these these random booster packs, I'll definitely pick them up. They're pretty difficult, I think, to find in general, because they're like fly off the shelves, and sometimes unfortunately they end up getting flipped. But these are amazing. I'm really happy with everything that I got. I have no complaints seeing all of these cards. I'll be able to start, building a pretty cool deck, I think. If there's anything that I got that you don't have or that you wish that you had, please let me know in the comments. Because I know these are all just like random pulls or whatever. That's a stadium. And then we got this item card. And some more Pokemon pulls. And then this was from my first deck. I'm starting to get back into it. But yeah, overall, I think I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with what I got. So yeah, let me know what you think of my pulls, and just let me know what you all have going on within this space. If there's anything that I should know, things I should look out for. I'm really open to suggestions, ideas, whatever. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you spending time with me. I know this was a hell of a long video. I did not intend for it to be this long, but it took a while for me to get through all of this stuff, and there's a lot of boxes to open, and then trying to set up my, trying to set up my deck and whatnot. So this really isn't even really a deck. I wouldn't even call it a deck right now, because I just kind of like throwing things in there until I figure out, what I want to go where and how to properly, set up a deck. So if you have tips for me on setting up a deck, I would definitely appreciate it. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please take care of yourselves.